From secret White House meetings to Elon Musk exposing magic money computers, the fight for Bitcoin is unfolding in ways no one ever expected. All the details are in store ahead. The European Union is raising concerns over the United States' increasing embrace of cryptocurrencies. Eurozone finance ministers warn that the US government's shift in policy under President Trump could pose a risk to Europe's financial stability and monetary sovereignty. This comes on the heels of President Trump's new executive order establishing a strategic reserve. European officials say this move could reignite efforts by big tech companies to introduce their own digital payment systems, potentially undermining the euro's stability. The European Central Bank continues to push forward with its own digital euro to maintain control in an evolving financial landscape. Meanwhile, President Trump's strategic Bitcoin reserve has paved the way for the reintroduction of US Senator Cynthia Lummis's Bitcoin Act, a bill that could allow the US government to hold more than 1 million Bitcoin in its reserves. The bill proposes purchasing 200,000 Bitcoin per year over 5 years using existing funds from the Federal Reserve and Treasury Department. The legislation could also allow Bitcoin acquisitions through forfeitures, gifts, or transfers from federal agencies. Lummis, along with several co-sponsors, argues that a strategic Bitcoin reserve could help address national debt while keeping the US at the forefront of digital innovation. In a related development, a White House official stated that the Trump administration is intent on acquiring as much Bitcoin as possible. During a closed-door roundtable with crypto industry leaders, the administration reportedly reaffirmed its commitment to expanding the strategic Bitcoin reserve in a budget-neutral manner. Although no specific legislation was endorsed, officials expressed strong support for measures that would enshrine the reserve into law. BitGo CEO Mike Velshi was also present at the roundtable and had this to say about it.
It was a good meeting. I mean, I think in most respects, it's really a culmination of a lot of work that's been going on over the last few years. And then finally having an administration that's like ready to start discussing these things. So, they've just assembled a new team. They moved incredibly fast. Actually, one of the things that multiple people there noted is they're moving at a speed which is really surprising everybody, which is great. And then the initial pieces are like, okay, which directions are we going in? And then following that, of course, is the actual mechanics that go around with it. With regard to the tweets and the various coins for the reserve, look, there's so much speculation, and I think it's all going to sort out actually as people expect in a very reasonable and strong way. I've known David Sachs for, nearly 20 years at this point. He's an incredibly smart guy. He will help make sure that it gets right. And then, ultimately the president signs off on that. So I think everybody there was just super grateful to finally have the ability to move forward. And even if there's some little jankiness in terms of what exactly is happening and when, that's the small stuff that people get concerned about a lot, although that's not what they should really be focusing on. It's really the bigger picture.
Adding to the momentum, the U.S. Treasury Department has reportedly met with top crypto custody firms to discuss securing the country's growing Bitcoin reserve. The discussions highlight the administration's intent to institutionalize its crypto strategy while ensuring proper custody and security of the assets. Strategy CEO Michael Saylor over the weekend bought another 130 Bitcoin for $10.7 million and then sat down with Laura Trump on Fox News to talk about Bitcoin there too.
The real appeal of Bitcoin is people don't want to invest or risk their money. They want to save their money. So Bitcoiners would say, we're not investing, we're saving. It's a savings technology. What if you just wanted to take your life savings and put it into a bank in cyberspace that promises to never freeze your funds, that isn't run by humans, it's run by incorruptible software, and you're going to go to sleep for a decade, right? If you're Rip Van Winkle, what can I buy that 30 years from now will be more valuable, that will hold its value? We want to know that we control it, not our bank, not our government, not the mayor, not the CEO of the company. When I first started looking for digital gold, I saw there were 10,000 different crypto networks. And I said, what's the winner? What's the safe one? What's the secure choice? And we sifted through and we said, well, the largest, most valuable one appears to be Bitcoin. Has it been copied? Can it be copied? Well, it had been copied 10,000 times and they had all failed. Bitcoin, it was the winner. It attracted all the smart capital. Satoshi launched Bitcoin, disappeared from history forever, disclaimed any beneficial ownership and said, I don't control it, I don't own it. It is my gift. It is sovereign money.
And finally, to the delight of Bitcoiners everywhere, Elon Musk appeared on Senator Ted Cruz's podcast today, where he humorously described government financial operations as magic money computers. According to Musk, certain government systems generate and send out trillions of dollars in payments, making money out of thin air. Take a listen.
So I call it magic money computer, any computer which can just make money out of thin air. That's magic money.
So how does that work?
It just issues payments.
And you said there's something like 11 of these computers at Treasury that are sending out trillions in payments?
They're mostly at Treasury. Some are, but there's some at HHS, some at, there's one or two at State, there's some at DOD. I think we found now 14 magic money computers.
14, okay.
They just send money out of nothing.
Musk's revelations echo the reality Bitcoin was built to solve. Endless money printing leading to inflation just like we are living through right now. One can't help but be encouraged that someone sitting so close to the sitting US president appears to be keenly aware of the biggest issue facing our country today. That's all for now. If you like this video, be sure to follow for more and head over to bitgo.com to learn more.